You just have to get it right with the entry price, your selling price, your liquidation price, and all these three things. The way you structure your money inside will affect these three things. The way you expose your money inside will affect these three things together with the way the coins move. Okay, so getting it right in trading futures here in RoyalQ, using RoyalQ and in our team. I know that other teams are also trading, but they might not be getting. Liquidation is real, and if you don't have a good strategy, by the time you get liquidated once, you just say, abeg, I don't want to do these features again. But there are some people that are doing it and they are not greedy, they are principled. They are sticking with their strategy. They will know, because of if their strategy can give them between 0.5. Okay. Okay, that's what I'm going to share. We'll talk about the winning strategy today. So if the strategy can give their capital, the way it's being structured, can give them, if they enter like 5 to 10 signal in a day, and those signal delivers, and they were able to get even 0.5 to $1 a day because of their capital, they are getting $1. They will not be frustrated because they are seeing someone posting $5 profits or someone posting $10 profits. They will not be, they will be principled, because someone might say, because all the behavior we have when we are trading sports is not what you bring to these features. If you bring it, you'll be liquidated. I've noticed that my trade has not been buying the third margin and the fourth margin. Some people used to do it in sports. I've noticed that my trade have not been buying my third margin and my fourth margin. So can I use the money and increase my first buy? Immediately you do that, that is when you know that that coin will just dip by 10%. And if you are using, as we are using 5 leverage, if the coin moves by 1%, you'll be seeing 5%. If the coin moves by 2% against you, you'll be seeing minus. If the coin moves by 3% against you, you'll be seeing minus 15%. If the coin moves by 4% against you, you'll be seeing minus 20%. You understand? So that is the structure of trading with futures. And futures movement works with what is happening, apart from we looking at the MACD, looking at technical analysis. This rate cutting news from our top politician, big men in the world, they also affect the movement of this coin. That is why we say, okay, let's have a winning strategy. Whether there's any bad news or any news, whether there's any news at all, we factor it into the winning strategy. So you will not now say, because of you have not seen what will make your coin go against you by 12%. By 12%, that should cover all your margin calls. You have not seen what will make your coin go against you by 12%. You will now say, okay, since I'm using $50 for this trade, and the trade is only using $30, let me take that $20 and go and open another trade. We don't do it here in futures. Your strategy is your strategy. Whether your robot is buying only your first margin, you're okay. If you don't like that $0.2 you are making, If your trading capital is $100, you go and find another 100. If your trading capital is $50, you go and find another $50 and add. You don't edit, you don't change your winning strategy. You don't come and say you want to reduce it. You want to, because of your robot is just buying only margin 1, margin 2. You want to now cut margin 3 and margin 4. So I'm going to be showing you something why the importance of this margin calls. I'll be showing you the importance of this margin call in the winning strategy because it's very important. Okay, so we are 12 now, so we'll continue. I want to believe that the people here are the serious ones. So I'm going to share my. Is it share my screen? New one. Okay, I'm coming now. Let me see. So, Lidasha, I don't know if you can hear me. I've opened the whiteboard. I don't know. Are you seeing my screen now?
Yes.
Are you seeing the whiteboard now?
Yes.
Okay. So the importance of this. Okay. Okay. The importance of. Okay. What am I doing? Okay. I want pencil. Okay. So the importance of using margin and space it. Maybe you are using 4 margins. You are using 4 margins. You should not now go and use what am I doing? one, one, 1%. In futures, for your drop, this is wrong. Your first margin, your second margin, your third margin, your fourth margin. This is wrong for the drop percentage. You are supposed to space it. You are supposed to space it. If for instance, your entry price is at 2.4, you enter a coin when the price is at 2.4, and you are supposed to take profit. Maybe it's a long trade. You are supposed to take profit at 3.2. This is your take profit price. You enter the coin, your entry price is 2.4. You are supposed to take profit at 3.2, maybe it's 1%. Your take profit is 1%. Do you know what your margin calls will do? If your first margin will buy at 1%, this your entry price now will change. Once it buys this your first margin, that means the coin must go against you. Because I've seen some people, they will be feeling sad that the coin is going against you, when you should be happy that the coin is going against you. Okay? So now imagine if the coin did not go against you, maybe you are supposed to make a dollar of 0.2. But if it goes against you by 1% and it buys your first margin call, we are using the double times. If your first buy is $5, your first margin will be 10. Your second margin will be 20. Your third margin will be 20 times 2, which is 40. You understand? 10, 20, 40, 80 and 160. That is for people that want to use up to 5 margin calls. And what the W means that it will help this 2.4, which is your entry price, and your take profit is at 3.2. When the coin starts going down, when it starts going down by 1% and it buys your first margin, that is times 2. That is times 2 of what you have already inside. What it will do, it will take this your entry price. Okay, it's going against you. The coin is supposed to go up to 3.2, so you take profit. When it starts going down, the value of the coin starts going down, and you buy. It will take from 2.4. It will now increase it. It will now make it like 2.5. Your entry price will be 2.5. If it buys your second margin, maybe your second margin, you put it at 2.5%. You will see that the more you space this your margin drop, it means that you are buying the coin very cheap. The more this your entry price will be extended more. You understand? If supposing you bought at 1% and the second margin is at another 1%, from this 2.4, it can just be 2.45. 2.45. It will not be moving well. It will not be getting closer. It will not be getting closer. Okay, sorry. As far the coin is going against you, this 2.4, it will be still be reducing. So once it buys your margin, if your entry price is 2.4, it will go to 2.3. Your entry price will be going closer to that, the current price that is reducing. If normally you are supposed to take profit at 3.2, now because of this your first margin it has bought, it will not be, your take profit will not be at 3.1. Your entry price will not be at, instead of 2.4, it will not be at 2.3. So you see, your entry price will be going down. That is why you see, let me clean all these things. I think I haven't have pens, it will be fine. That is why you see that you might be on minus, your first score is minus, before you buy your first margin, if you are using 1% drop for your first margin, minus 5%. When your coin goes against you minus 5%, it will buy the margin. This your minus 5 now will now turn to like minus 2.4% floating loss. So you see, because of that margin, that double up you did for your margin, your first times, that is times 2 of your first buy to buy your first margin. Your floating loss has reduced from minus 5% to 2.5 to 2.4. So the more it buys your margin call, your floating loss will be reducing. Before you know, there's a time that one coin I was TSTO. Immediately he bought my fourth margin like this. My floating loss reduced to 0.1%. Before you know, it entered green immediately with small movement of the coin. Because of that double up, we call it our winning strategy, because it helps, because you are doing more than 100% manual replenishment at each drop. That is why it's advisable for us to always pace. It's advisable to us to always pace our margin call. Even if you use 1% margin 1, use 2.5 margin 2, use 3 or 4, use 4% margin 3, use 5.5 margin 4. This spacing will help you, and the double, that is the winning strategy. But if you say you want your robot to buy your margin fast fast, you will not see the effect in your liquidation price, entry price, and your take profit price. But when you space it, okay, when it drops by 1%, buy my first margin. When it drops by 3% or 3.5, buy my second margin. When it drops by 5%, buy my third margin. When it drops by 7%, buy my fourth margin. Even if you start trading, you are using this and you see that for your first 5 days all throughout today, your robot did not buy your first margin. It should not make you to go and edit your drop and now put them 1% first call, 1% second call, 1% third call. This is not winning strategy. This will not make your average price to move well, to come closer to the current price. Is when the robot buys the coin cheaper, that is when your average price will be coming closer to the current price, and you see that you will go out quick from the trade. Now, another thing I would like to show, let me see. Okay, let me draw a line. Let me draw another line. So let's say this is the chart. Okay, and these are the price. Okay, so you started the coin here at this price. Okay, let me say here. You bought at this price. So it's a short trade. So you are supposed to take profit at here. Here is your take profit. Normally when you started the coin. So this is your this is your take profit. Okay. So now, but when you started this trade, if it falls like this, it will just give you your take profit on your first buy amount, and the profit will be small. So what you should be praying is that let this coin go against you so that it can buy your margin call. So when it goes like this against you, it buys your first margin. Once it buys your first margin, the robot will create another take profit price. Your entry price will change. Your entry price will come here. So here now will be your new entry price. Your new take profit will be around here. You understand? If it goes again and buys your second margin, it buys your second margin at here. Remember, as it's buying your margin, your floating loss percentage is reducing by more than 50%. So you should be happy. You'll be happy. If you see -10 and it buys margin call, you'll be seeing -4. So that is the magic. So your new your take profits now will be, so we have new take profits. What's wrong with this thing? Okay. So This one is the new one. So the first one, second one. So we get the third one. So at at any time the stuff increase, a new take profit is created. You understand? A new take profit is created. People should not. This is the first time of me using this thing. Though. So if you are lucky, this thing the coin still goes against you. Yeah, and buy your this margin one, margin two, your third margin. Yeah, you have a new take profit. New take profit. Uh, where is the thing I type here? New take profits. Okay. So you see, it might be somewhere here. Black pen, black pen. Okay. So it might be somewhere here. New take profit might be here. Your entry price might come to this place. So you see what the doubling up is doing. Normally, this is where this is where you enter the trade from. You enter the trades here. But the new one now, what the robot is recording that you enter the trade is here. Easily, once this trade now falls, once it falls to here, you take your robot reset. So you see, it doesn't have to fall to this your first take profit price. So you see, with this winning strategy, you should be happy anytime the robot is going against you and is buying your margin calls. You understand? Because he's bringing he's taking your entry price closer to the, as the coin is going against you, he's taking your entry price closer to the against you, is going with you. Then your take profit is also going with it. So that once the coin starts falling, it will just fall small and you take profit because of you are doing your double up for the times. And you bought this coin at a cheaper price because you spaced the drop. Now, some coins might be wicked that it will buy all your margin calls. Now, you will now go and set, we have already discussed that one. You set your once it buys all your margin finish and the coin refuse to fall, but it's still going against you. You just go and set your preset price closer to your liquidation price, but not so close, so that once it goes to that part, it buys it. And what liquidation price will do, it will now work wonders. This thing that this margin call is doing at each. Now you are using the total money in the trades to buy at that higher against price that went against you, close to your liquidation price. So when you do that one, you see that your entry price will go closer. Liquidation price will be extended more. So you are seeing the winning strategy. So you will not say because of you start this trade and it gives you profit immediately, will not make you not to obey the winning strategy. Not it will not make you to go and tamper your money you have positioned to buy each margin. It should not make you to go and say, this 3% I set margin 2 is too much. The coin don't want to get there. Let me go and edit it. By the time you reduce the 3.2, you see that before you go and come back, it has bought it at the new small price and it has even gone up again against you. So this trade is all about patience, being principled. It's better you add capital when you need if you are not okay with the profit you are getting, it's better you increase your capital than changing the settings, than changing the winning settings, the winning strategy settings. You see that your backup capital, always keep it, because you don't know when something will happen in the market and coins will go against you, that you will need it. So just keep it as part of your business. Don't go and tamper it. If you need to enter two trades, go and find capital for the other trades. Okay. So I think we should. I don't know if we have any question. Let me go back to meeting. Okay. So my screen is not loading. I can only hear you clearly. Okay, please can you share the winning strategy? I want to learn well so that my earning will be big. Okay. So the strategy, the winning strategy is all about you doubling up. If you are starting with 5 margin, if your first buy amount is $5, your first margin call will be 2. That is times 5, which is $10. Remember all this thing I'm saying, the robot will times it by your leverage, which is 5. Yeah, understand? So your second margin call will be, that is 10 times 2, which is 20. Your third margin call will be 20 times 2, which is 40. Your fourth margin call will be 40 times 2, which is 80. Your fifth margin call will be 80 times 2, which is 160. So depending, if your capital can take to fourth margin, you use. If your capital can take to fifth margin, you use. If your capital can take to 3 margins, you use. But if your capital can only take 3 margin, remember you should be targeting at least 10% drop. You understand? So if it's only 3 margin you'll be using, you can now say, okay, my first cost should be 1.5 or 2%. You try to split the drop so that it will also cover 10%. You understand? Whether the robot is buying your second margin or your third margin, just make sure you stick to the plan. Don't go and change it because you have entered like 5 trades, they did not buy your second margin. You will not say, let me go and change it to 1% drop. So the robot will just rush and buy the margin. That is that time that you will see that the coin will not go against you by 10%. Remember, you have already engaged all your money inside the trade at 1%. That is 3% total. Whereas the coin have gone against you by minus 10%. So you see, you did not buy the dip well. But if you stick to your coverage, which is the minus 10% or minus 12%, you know that yes, your second margin bought the coin at a very cheaper price. Your third margin bought the coin at a very, very cheaper price. So in anything you do, your drops should never be the same. If your margin call is 1, increase your second margin call to 3 or 2 or 3. It should not be the same thing. The one that you follow, as you are doing for double up, you also do it the same for your drop. Okay. So that is the strategy. Then you keep your backup capital in case city. You understand, for your manual replenishment. So that is the strategy. That is the strategy for it. Okay, Martin said, if I want to start with $50, how much do I need for backup? If your capital for the trade is $50, you need $50 for backup. But if the trade is a short trade, if the signal is a short trade you enter, let's just say you need like $55 for backup in case when you enter a short trade and you want to do manual replenishment for short trade, you will need more than $50, maybe $55 to $60. So as your backup, you understand? So that is it. So please, we need to be principled when trading, and we should also plan. We should follow our strategy, because you cannot say what will happen next, and you cannot determine the news that will come up in the crypto space. So you should always value your winning strategy. Don't go and tamper with it. Don't go and tamper. Don't say, this my coin is not going to my near my liquidation price. So this is my backup capital. Let me use it. Immediately you just take it, you just see that the coin has started going close to your liquidation price. So you see, let your let's just stick with your winning strategy, and don't change it for anything. If you want to change, you want to edit it, make sure you're adding capital to it. It's not that you are reducing your drop percent, you understand, so that the robot will buy it faster. No, always stick to the plan. Because since I started this winning strategy, today I traded more than 15 signals. I think I traded more than 15 signals today. Let me still confirm. I think I traded more than 15 signals that delivered today. So what is left here? What is left here is just, wow, is leader leader Florence, are you in this Zoom? Uh-uh.
Leader George, I'm here, sir.
See coins, so both short. It's leader Florence here. You're Nero. Florence, are you hearing what I'm saying?
Yes, I'm here. My Nero has sold.
Uh-huh. You said only 1%.
Yes.
Fear. I know it's 1% you said. They don't share your Ethereum of sold. Your Ethereum of how many days?
Ethereum. I left my Ethereum. Yeah. Once I saw a bit of green, I just left it. If not, I would have been sweating now. I saw small green and I just left.
You trade with this. When you trade with this, it was just short. If they say I will enter it, check the charts. It was just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. It's like I should let me share my screen. So you see, there's a confidence. I'm not scared of the coin will go against me by 5%, because that is my prayer. Because my first buy amount is just uh $10. My first buy amount is $10. So if the coin, if the trade, if the trade does not go against me, it just buy as I start, it just sell and give me profit of on that $10. You'll be seeing peanuts, $0.2. You can see 0. This people's coin now, it bought my margin up to my margin 2. My second or my third margin, you can see the profit $3.4. Okay, so you can see all this one that sold here, did not buy margin. They did not buy margin. So you can see almost 20 something trades today. So anyone you saw that is big is those ones that bought margin. So when you are using the strategy, you should not be afraid that coins are going against you, because if they don't go against you, it will not buy your margin calls. Your profits will not be bigger. So anywhere you say I made $1, $2, $3, is because of the robot, the coin went against me and it bought my margin 1, margin 2, margin 3. So that is where you see. But anyone you are saying 0.2, that one, it did not buy any margin. You understand? So it was this STO. You see 3.6. This coin bought up to my second margin or my third margin before selling. So you see. So when it goes against you, as far you know that you have a winning strategy, and you know that once it goes against you, it will buy your margin calls. Your margin calls that you space well. Once it goes against you and buy it, once it's coming down, your average price has moved also with that current price. You will enter profits immediately. So that is the scope. Of this strategy. Do you have any other question? Please, you are free to ask questions as far as RoyalQ, about crypto, RoyalQ. You're always free to answer. You can type. If you don't want to unmute your mic to speak to us, you can just chat the question. You understand? Because this is money we are making. So any question anything you are not clear, you can just unmute yourself and answer. Use the chat button to answer. But if we don't have any question, please, I know they are looking at their trade now. Let me also go and attend to my trade, because money needs to be made. Okay. So I want to appreciate everyone for coming, our leaders for coming to today's Zoom, and our members for coming to get this knowledge, because knowledge is power. Once you put it into your trade, you see that you have confidence. You will not be afraid. You understand? Even if you have small capital, $50 capital, $50 backup, you know that you trade one coin. But some coins can just tie you down. Some coins can just tie you down for 2 to 3 days. You will not make profits. So you should not give up. If you have another money, you look for another money so that you can start trading 2 coins. You understand? In case one holds you down, that one that is holding you down, you know that yes, you have already, your margin call is there, your backup capital is there for manual replenishment, so that you can fight and win the trade. So that is just it. So we go again tomorrow, same time, 8:30. Also a practical class. We should not don't set your time, your alarm, so that you come early, because today we did not come early at all. We did not come early. So let's try to come early tomorrow, 8:30. It will be a practical class. So I wish you well. As we are going now, let's make good trades. Let's enter good trade that will give us massive profits. Okay. Okay. So I don't know if any leader have anything to say. If none, we'll call it good night and see you tomorrow.